There. Good evening and happy new week. Today is the beginning of a new week, and I just figured that it was we needed to get things off my chest. So here we are again. I have a story I would like to share with us. Now, this story has to do with four friends that graduated from university. Okay, on their 74th party, the four of them decided that they should have a meet. So they sat down and they were talking. And one of them asked what future they had ahead of them. The only things that were available are jobs and things like that. So they decided that what if they started up a partnership? Okay. After all, one of them was read business admin, the other one read accounting, the third one read is a lawyer, and then the fourth one happened to finish from home economics department. Of course, she happened to be the person that handled all their picnics and everything like that, and she was known to be very, very good. So they sat down together and they agreed that okay, they were going to start a business together. All right. Fast forward, they drew their funds together and they started this business. And this business happened to be a restaurant business. Okay. The cook handled all the cooking. She was very, very good. So she cooked both continental dishes as well as African dishes, foreign dishes, and a lot of condiments. So it was a very, very wonderful experience. People came from far and near to patronize them, and this continued for some time, and the business was booming, and everybody was happy, until 6 months into the business, and everything was thriving, and suddenly the business admin graduate had an epiphany. Suddenly just occurred to him that he was the one that was making all the decisions in the business, and that maybe he deserved more cut or a better cut. So he came up with a plan. He called the accountant and they looked at it together, and he apportioned 60% of the profit to himself, 20% to the accountant, 10% to the cook, and 10% to the lawyer. And it continued like this, and everybody, the first month, of course, the cook noticed that, her paycheck wasn't as robust as she was used to, but she didn't make a big deal out of it. She just called the attention of the lawyer, and the lawyer said, well, it's pretty much the same thing with him too, so maybe it didn't mean anything, so they didn't say anything. But fast forward like 6 months later, they noticed that the biz admin graduate had a building project on the way, and he had opportunity to travel for vacation like once or twice within the next 6 months. So they were just looking as in what's going on. After like 6 months, the cook decided to meet him, to confront him and ask what was really going on. Of course, the business admin graduate wouldn't have it. He started shouting at top of his voice, and wasn't just shouting that if anybody didn't like the job, they could quit and leave the job, that it wasn't mandatory and everything. Of course, this didn't all go well with the cook, neither did it all go well with the lawyer. So both of them looked at it and like, what is this? And both of them gave him the middle finger and left the establishment. Of course, he felt that he could do without them, so he hired another cook and another lawyer. Fast forward 3 months later, and the business was a shadow of what it used to be. Why? Because the secret sauce, the secret of which the restaurant thrived, The secret recipe was in the hand of the cook. And of course, the cook was not willing to disclose the secret. So, and there, that was the end of the arrangement. Now, as simple as regular as this story is, this story is like a summary of like 50 stories of such that I've come across, especially in my country, Nigeria. It always starts wonderful. You have friends come together, they put a business together, and everybody's happy. But around the corner, be- somebody just becomes greedy, and everything that they have been struggling for a very long time just suddenly comes to an end. This is a story. As much as it's a story, it's actually an analogy. I actually imagined, um, um, I picked pieces of different experiences and merged them together so that we can learn a thing or two from it. My question is, what lesson did you learn from it? Would you consider that the manager was right, or maybe it was the cook and the lawyer who gave the manager the middle finger that were right? What's your opinion?